Hello everyone, my name is Ishman Bryan, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you a more advanced technique of this mirror effect. It's one where the person is in sync and then loses that sync throughout the video footage. If you like what you see, please comment, like, subscribe. I do give out free education, freebies, tips, and tricks, so if you want to take your videos to the next level, stick around. So before I got started, I did explain to my actor how this was going to be achieved. So you got to make sure that your actor is on the same level and understands it as much as you do. I put my camera on a tripod and I captured two of the same angle without touching the camera. So in my case, I did this for a rap music video. I had my rapper do his verse fully through from start to finish and memorize the movements he did. So if he were to do this a few times, I would want him to do that in the second shot as well to mimic the same type of movement. So then in the second shot, we did the same exact movement, but then halfway through, he ends up changing and picking up his phone. So that way, when we overlap them, it looks like he's in sync at the beginning and then loses that sync later on. So once you open up Adobe After Effects, this is where the fun starts. So I went ahead and brought in my two clips into the timeline. So the first one is going to be what I want to have in this mirror here. And the second one is what I want the subject to be doing. So I'm going to rename the first one by right-clicking it, rename mirror. And then the second one, I'm going to right-click and rename to subject. And just to make things as clean as possible, the mirror shot, I'm going to right click it, go to label, and change it to lavender or any color that you want. And now I want to look for a point where both of these sync up. And we can see that his hand is pointing. Since he did the same movement twice, it should sync. So I'm going to find the last spot by zooming in with the plus sign and find the last point where he boom. There should be a point right here, right when his finger points. I think right here should be good. And then I'm gonna make sure my mirror shot is selected, hit M for a marker, and I just put a marker right on the shot. So I'm gonna find that same exact spot on the subject here. So I'm looking for this guy here and seeing where he does that same exact last point. Should be boom, and then he goes. So right about here. Make sure your subject is selected, hit M, make a marker, and now that's where they should sync up. So if I drag the subject over the mirror shot and make sure the markers align, we're going to find out if they actually do. If they don't, we can fine tune it. I'm going to hit the plus button to zoom in a little bit. So now we want to cut out with a mask our subject. So if you go ahead and make sure subject is selected, go over to the effects controls. If you don't see them, you'll see them, the two arrows right here, effects controls. Hit the free draw Bezier, click it. Mask should be selected here automatically, and your cursor should change into a pen tool. So I'm gonna just create a mask around the subject, not to pass over my mirror. So everything in the mirror you want to preserve. So I'm just going to go around it as close as possible, like so. Okay. And I'm going to go back around on the outskirts here, around my subject, making this harder than it needs to be, and reconnect to your first mask point right here. So close it off. Now you can see that it changed, and their hands are looking pretty similar there. It's almost identical. We can test this by just scrolling. Oh, wow, look at that. First try. Boom. Boom. Wow, okay. So see how he's picking up the phone now? It's because I've created the mask on subject. Had I not created that mask, when I hit the eyeball here, I can see this is what the original footage looks like in the mirror. This is what it looks like now. If I go back in time to where they're pointing, this is what it looks like now, and then this is what the original footage looks like. So it's not too different. He was slightly off, but I think it's doable. I think it will sell. If he does go over the mask, so if I go to subject again, click on mask, you can see it. If he does go over it, you might have to fine tune it manually with keyframes, but I think for the most part, it's pretty good. Especially since the mask has 10% feather on it automatically. You can change this feathering to blend it better if you'd like. Thanks for watching my video, everyone. I'm excited to see if you can achieve this effect and what you end up doing with it. Please like, comment, subscribe if this was helpful. I do give out free education, freebies, and assets, so stick around if you want to take your videos to the next level.